Good morning, everyone. Thought I'd hop online before the house wakes up and have my coffee. I have some books that I'm gonna be showing today, which is attached, hopefully, to the stream. Got Wolves of Darkwater, which is a 3-in-1 paranormal shifter romance with enemies to lovers. I have a murder mystery where the main character goes on holiday and she finds herself in the middle of a murder investigation. And I have a real protagonist who finds herself running away from her mother's suitors and jumps into a portal and end up with being suited to somebody else entirely. Has dragons and tyrants and prophecy, which is still very exciting. I like look at that though. This is a special edition copy. Don't know if you can see that, the lighting is a little bit naff in here. But I do have a few books to sell today. So it's all ready. I only have a few copies left of each. So I am gonna have to stock up soon and buy some more. In the meantime, whilst my kids are sleeping and I'm having this cup of coffee, thought we'll chat, maybe get a few orders in. And I am also in the process of planning my next book as well. I started the outlining yesterday. It's not a full outline yet, but I've got the main acts down. So then I just need to expand on it. One moment. My cat is asking to come in. Good morning. Sorry about that. My cat was coming in. It's a bit cold outside. He does not like the cold. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you. If you've just joined, I've been talking about what books I have on me today. I have a murder mystery where the main protagonist finds herself in the middle of a murder investigation while she's on holiday in Spain. I have an epic fantasy where the main protagonist goes into a portal and turns up in another world where she is suited and faced with prophecy and tyrants, and there's dragons. This is a special edition copy. I've only got a few left. And I also have a special edition of paranormal romance with wolf shifters and enemies to lovers tropes. But this is a 3-in-1 series. It's got books 1, 2 and 3, which is fated to her enemy, fated to her captor, and fated to her master. And this one has double spread chapter sheets as well. It's only £20. This one is £10, and Summoned by Fate is £15. Again, this is the special edition, so's the Darkwater series. I only have a few copies left, so I will be ordering some more later. And I thought I'd hop online whilst the house is still sleeping. And I have my coffee because I am not human without my coffee in the morning. Oh, 1.3k. Whoop. Thank you for all your likes. It is quite chilly this morning as well, which really doesn't help. Although at least it's not foggy from what I can see. Last night it was extremely foggy out. The only thing that was missing from driving home last night is a serial killer dressed up as a hitchhiker. So, another story idea that I might be playing with later. At the moment, in the process of planning a thriller. It's called Sinful Nights. Good morning. Sinful Nights, and it's about an elderly woman who starts having nightmares, and the detectives and the family have to investigate and find out whether or not these are just bad dreams or whether or not they're suppressed memories that surfaced. So it's going to be an interesting book. I've got the axe down at the moment, so I do need to expand on the outline, but it is the next book that is coming out. Next book I'll be writing. Next book coming out will be my espionage thriller. I'm waiting on getting some copies for that. That'll be my new release, which I'm hoping will be ready in time for April. Hello. Thank you for all the likes. So tell me where you're watching from. UK based, American based. What's your plans for today? How's your day been? Depending on where you are. London. That's not too far from me. So my time then. Scotland, nice. How's the weather in Scotland? It tends to be colder up there, isn't it? Yeah, it's more countryside. I had my sister went to Scotland for a little while. Cold but no snow. Oh, thank goodness. I hate the snow. We had snow down here a couple of days ago. I hate the snow with a passion, like so much. It always finds a way to have me on my butt. I just fall over every single time. But thankfully, other than that, it's just frost. But I do hate the snow. Yeah. Hopefully, won't be too much longer. Central built, we have been lucky so far. Oh, good. Hopefully the weather will warm up soon as well. I mean, there can't be much left of winter left. Start rising those numbers again. I know, right? But better than the wind. Yeah, no, you're right about that. The wind definitely makes it colder. Hi, Emily. Yeah, the wind definitely makes it colder. Makes it feel. Yeah, I can follow. But yeah, we've fated. Wrong one. Summoned by Fate. It's led by prophecy, and the prophecy relies on two individuals to get together to save two realms, two worlds. One is the world that we're rather familiar with, and the other is the world with dragons, tyrants, and magic. But I quite like this one. Yeah, lighter nights. Yeah. Oh, 9 degrees. Oh, heat wave. Compared to what we've been getting. This book I wrote whilst I was on holiday in Benidorm. So I'm quite proud of this one. I also wrote Dead in Turkey whilst I was on holiday as well. But that was like the following year when I went to Turkey for holiday. Book 3, which is also being planned, Deadly Dancing in Morocco. But I've got another 3-4 books of that series being planned as well, which I hope to be done by the end of this year. But I'm looking forward to the warmer weather. I quite like writing out when I'm in my garden or going to the local park. I'm right there, shaded under a bit of tree. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm also... Oh, where's my... Over here. This is Dead in Turkey. It's obviously the second book, because it's got number 2 on it. The second book of the series. I've only got one copy left of this one. Just one copy left. So I am restocking in the next couple of days. And I'll add that to the TikTok shop when it arrives. I have 9 copies of these ones left. So I don't have many left. I'll also be ordering these bits as individuals because this is a complete series. But I am getting like the 3 individual books out ready for TikTok shop as well in the next few days. If you like Enemies to Lovers tropes, it has some spicy scenes too. Although my favourite character is Grace, which she's the main female protagonist of this one. She's very witty. But yeah, so I have quite a few books coming out. So far I have 40 books so far that's published. So I'm aiming to have another 10 books out by the end of the year to reach a 50 book milestone. Yeah, I quite like my murder mysteries. But this one's not a murder mystery though. But there is war, pending war and tyranny. This one's a little more light-hearted than the other books. And there is a betrayal in all of them. But yeah, my books do tend to be on the dark side. Not pitch black dark, but there's definitely betrayal. I quite like watching thrillers as well, so but it's all good. I do have a few books like from my website that's only available on ebook at the minute. Yeah, I did. I know I really enjoyed like the Glass Onion ones. So good. I quite like it's. You can tell like it took a lot of planning, like a lot of like working out like the tweaks and stuff. Like it was really good. You can see how much work it took. I'm not seeing the new one yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Pretty sure there's a new one out. There is a new one out, isn't it? Yeah, no, exactly. It does make me want to like kind of give out the same sort of like enjoyment. You know, like, oh, you know, I really love this book. I want, you know, and I want to have like have readers feel this, like do that for other readers, like the author had done for me, sort of thing. It's like, oh, I really enjoyed this book. You know, it's like, you know, I feel great, you know. So I thought, I want to do that. I want to have readers sit there and be like, this is amazing. Like, this is a highlight of my week. You're right there, Jojo. Hear them cats sneezing. Said it was cold. Hi, Alfie. Yeah, just a recap. There's not many left. I have 9 left and they're £20 each. If you like paranormal romance. If you like epic fantasy, these are £15 and these are a tenner. Good morning from Scotland. Good morning. I hope it's not too cold. Hello, Ellie. We're just talking about books and the weather and books that we've enjoyed and movies that we've enjoyed. They're kind of like monster windy, yeah. The wind does make it feel a little bit colder than it is. I've been told there's no snow. I hate the snow with a passion. Ah, the inmate. Awesome. Are you enjoying it? It's very good. Oh, brilliant. I do love a good book. especially in this weather. Just, love snow, but wind's chill's not good. Yeah, no, I'm the other way around. I don't mind the wind as long as I'm inside, and the only time I like snow is if I'm not going out in it. At the moment, I am reading Wall, which is a sci-fi of the book version of Silo, and I'm also reading off and on one of Patricia Cornwell's books, but I can't remember the title off the top of my head in a minute. I'm still only on my second cup of coffee for the day. We are talking about, what is it? Never heard of it. Silo is like a dystopian, like sci-fi TV series. And what we're talking about is I have 3 books, and just like books that we like reading and movies that we like watching. I've got Wolves of Darkwater, which is a paranormal romance. It's a 3-in-1 with chapter sheets. Here we go. It has chapter spreads on all of the chapters. The 3 books in 1 paranormal romance with enemies to lovers and wolf shifters. I have epic fantasy book. This is a special edition as well, with portal magic, royalty, and prophecy with tyrants and dragons, and a murder mystery where a female protagonist writer goes on holiday, looks for inspiration for her next book, and finds herself in a mystery of her own. I had the sequel to that. This is the last copy, though, where she goes on holiday trying to avoid the spectacle that she went through on her previous holiday and ends up in another mystery, and this time in Turkey. But I only have 1 copy of this. I am going to be replenishing my stock this week. This one's £20. This one is £15, and this one is a tenner. I only have a few copies left of each, so I'm going to be restocking very soon. And thought I'd hop on whilst my household is still asleep before it gets too loud. I'm also in the process of outlining and planning the series to the holiday mysteries and the sequels to Summoned by Fate, and I'm looking at a Dragon Shifter series as well. I've only just finished starting the beginnings of an outline for a thriller, The Sinful Nights, which is going to be a psychological thriller, which I'm very excited about. I'm hoping to have 10 books done by the end of the year. So quite a lot to do. But I'm looking forward to getting the next book that is coming out, which is Classified, called Classified, and it's an espionage thriller. I'm just waiting on the author copies to turn up. Hopefully that'll be in the next few days as well, and then I can add them to the the TikTok shop. Just waiting for the proof copy at the minute. Make sure everything's all hunky-dory before I get a shipment in and ready to sell. So they're going to be around about £15 as well. It'll be around about the same sort of size, if not maybe a little bit bigger, as the Summoned by Fate one. Hello, hello, hello. But yes, I have... What's the other book I was planning? I was planning one, book 3 to the murder mystery series. It's going to be Deadly Dancing in Morocco. Book 4, I've already planned the title to be Buried in Texas. And then 5 is a Pharaoh's Death, which would be based in Egypt. So I'm really looking forward to getting those done. And the sequel to Summoned by Fate as well will be Summoned by War. So I've quite a lot of books planned. By the end of the year, I am hoping it's going to be around about 50 books. I've got 40 so far. So by the time I get the 10 books out, written and out, I'm hoping to reach a 50 book milestone before the end of the year. So, slightly insane ambition. But I like the insanity. If you just joined, tell me where you're watching from, what you plan to do for today. You got a busy day? It's my husband's birthday today, so probably be going out for a meal later. You're going to be in bed all day. Oh, nice and cozy. It's been years since I spent in bed all day. My kids would love to be spending beds all day, but things to do. I do have a couple of blankets though, especially when there's a different chill in the air. But perfect weather to be cozying up with a blanket, mug of hot chocolate, and a good book. But what book to read is the question. The thing about as well, with cold weather, the coffee does not stay hot for very long. It's gone cold already. Hello, hello, hello. If you've just joined, we've been talking about the horrible weather and my 3 books I have available. So Wolves in Darkwater, which is a special edition of paranormal romance with dragon shifters and enemies to lovers with fated mates. An epic fantasy, Summoned by Fate, where the female protagonist, called Grace, goes through a portal with two strangers and faces tyrants, dragons, and prophecy. And a murder mystery, where a female writer goes on holiday to get inspiration for her next story, only to be wrapped up in a mystery of her own. This is a tenner. This is £15. And this is £20. I only have a few copies left, so I will be replenishing my stock very soon. And then I can add it onto the TikTok shop afterwards. And when I do replenish my stock, I'll also be getting some more of Dead in Turkey, because I only have one copy left. So I'm going to be getting more of that as well. And I'll also be getting the 3 individual books for Wolves of Darkwater, which would be Fated to Her Enemy, Fated to Her Master, and Fated to Her Captor. Not in that order. It's Fated to Her Enemy, Fated to Her Captor, then Fated to Her Master. But you know what I mean. Books 1 through 2 and 3. And I'll be getting there, so I'll be stocking up on them as well. But in the meantime, I have 5 copies of Murder in Benidorm. I have 6 copies of Summoned by Fate. And I have 9 copies of Wolves of Darkwater. Both Summoned by Fate and Wolves of Darkwater is special edition. Do you mind? And look. Yeah. So I'm going to be later on today. I'll be finishing planning my next book. Will be Sinful Nights. Because that's the next one I'm going to be writing. Whilst I wait for my espionage thriller to proof copy to come through. And then if it's all hunky-dory, then I can order those as well. And then put that up on TikTok shop as well. So lots of books to come. With Wolves of Darkwater, hello, I have double page spreads. And it is case wrapped. There's no dust jacket on these ones. So tell me, baby, if you've only just joined, let me know where you're watching from. So far I've seen London and Scotland. In both places it's very cold. But no snow, thankfully. Like, I hate the snow. It finds a way to trip me up every time. So the only time I like snow is if I'm not going out in it. I'm looking forward to the warmer weather. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. It's my cat hiding behind my work. Being very clingy lately. Probably just to stay warm, but who knows? Maybe he's just getting old. So what are you up to today? I'm going to be spending my afternoon, late afternoon, finishing out my planning and outlining for Sinful Nights, and then going to a meal out with my partner later, because it is his birthday today. Do you mind? Hey, do you mind? Yeah? Hogging the attention? So rude. JJ, say hello to the audience. Hello. Hello. What pets have you all got? Do you have any pets? This is JJ, our cat, and I also have a dog, a Jacopo, which is currently sleeping. And he'll be waking up very shortly as well. He sleeps in a little bit more in this cold weather. There you go. But yes, Walls of Darkwater. I only have 9 copies of this left, and I have 6 copies of this one left, and 5 and 5 of these. What do you reckon? Just kind of frame my face. This is a tenner. This is £15. And this is £25. £20. Don't know where the number 25 came from. The murder mystery, epic fantasy, and paranormal shifter romance with all shifters. In all 3 books, there is betrayal. And death. There is some death in all of them as well. But with the murder mystery, you kind of have to expect it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a murder mystery. I only have a few copies left. And I've got another 3 books planned for sequels. Sorry about that. Oh, it's my husband on the phone. He's just checking in on me. Because it is cold. And I have some chronic conditions. So we got a little bit worried. where was I? Oh yeah. I had my books. Said I am in the middle of the planning stages of planning out my next books, and I'm in the outline stages of my next thriller. With any luck, I'm hoping to have 10 books done this year, and they'll get me up to like 50 books total overall. So I'm quite excited about that, reaching that milestone. And then I plan to have my books up on the TikTok shop. Let me see if I can make sure my books is actually in there. Have I actually linked any of my books? I have. Let's link, pin one of them. Yeah. The Walls of Darkwater. That is this one. It's around 600 pages. It is quite a hefty book, and it is the special edition, which is also mentioned in the product details. And it has the double page spread. It is the 3-in-1. I am going to be ordering the books in the individual books over the next couple of days. So it'll be Fated to Her Enemy, Fated to Her Captor, and Fated to Her Master. The Wolf Shifters with Fated Mates and Enemies to Lovers. Also have my epic fantasy book. It has portal magic as well as different worlds, tyrants and dragons. With prophecy as well, and the main protagonist is called Grace, who is the one that goes into another world to run away from her either-bearing mother to try to search her of another suitor, and in a bid to try and live her own life, ends up being set up with somebody else. So the universe has another plan for her. I also have Murder Mystery. If you're not big on the bigger books, this will be ideal for you. It is not a huge read, so you can start off quite light. This one only has 125 pages, so it is a light read. It is a good read. It's about a woman called Katie, who is an author, and she's just released a book, and in a bid to try and find some inspiration for her next book, she goes on holiday to look for inspiration and ends up in a mystery of her own. I also had the sequel, but this one I only have one copy left. It's why it's not pinned. I have one copy left, and it is the sequel where she avoids having the same mess as her previous holiday, so decides to go to a different country, i.e. Turkey, and ends up in the middle of another investigation, and she once again has to try and clear her name. I am working on the sequel, which will be book 3, which will be Deadly Dancing in Morocco. It's one of the books I am in the planning stages for. Oh, sorry. But I have these books so far that's pinned and in the products below, so you can get it from the TikTok shop. I only have a few copies left. I have 9 copies of Wolves of Darkwater left. I have 6 copies of Summoned by Fate left, and I have 5 copies of Murder in Benidorm. Wolves of Darkwater is £20. Summoned by Fate is £15. And Murder in Benidorm is £10. And when the weather's quite cold, there's definitely a chill in the air. Yeah. Just curling up with a good book seems to be a good way to spend it, especially if you have no plans to go out for the day. I'll probably be going out later because it is my husband's birthday today, so we'll be going out for a meal later. Therefore, I'll pop online, say hello to everybody, before the household wakes up and it becomes too noisy. But I do have some more books that's going to be replenished. Wolves of Darkwater, I'm going to get individual books so you can have them as bundles when the orders arrive. I'm going to replenish hopefully later on in the week. I'll be getting more copies of Summoned by Fate. That'll be the regular copies rather than the special editions, because these are the last with special editions for a little while. I am looking at doing hardcover for those ones rather than paperbacks. And I'll also be stocking up on Dead in Turkey. And with any luck, hopefully I'll have the proof copy of Classified, my espionage thriller. So then I can get them, if it was hunky-dory, then I can get those ordered as well and up on TikTok shop, which I'm really excited about. It took me 9 months to write that one. So I haven't seen it in person yet, so I am really excited about that. Tell me, what's your plans for today? You've just joined. Where are you watching from? So far, I've seen London and Scotland. And it's cold both places. I am in the Essex part of England at the moment, so not too far from London. I've got the cat literally right behind me. What have you got planned today? Where are you watching from? Love to know. Love to hear your thoughts. I am going to be talking about this off and on today. Because why not? But these are the ones I have left in stock currently. See if I can get it balanced. You can't see it from there. But yes, these are the ones I have in stock at the minute. You can, I have included it in the link below, the TikTok shop ad products thing. Hopefully you can see them. It's been a while since I had come online, so I'm just hoping that you can hear and see and everything's working okay. What have you got planned for today? Because I am going to be writing quite a bit with the planning. I want to make sure that I get the next 10 books written and out before the end of this year. So quite a lot to do. A tad bit ambitious, but I like the insanity. I quite like Grace in this book. She's quite witty, but the male protagonist is Jax, who has some issues. And them being set up is not at all what Grace wanted. The prophecy says that it is bound to happen and relies on it to happen to save both worlds. Whether or not she'll go for it, you'd have to find out. I'm only going to be online for another 10 minutes because my children are going to be waking up very shortly. So 10 minutes left. Let's see if I can show you. Okay. Book 1 of Darkwater. This is book 1 of this one. That's what it looks like as an individual book. That's what book 1 looks like. And then we have book 2 of the series of Wolves of Darkwater. And then somewhere we have book 3 of the Wolves of Darkwater as well. These will be ordered in the next few days, and then I can add it onto the TikTok shop along with where's it gone? Classified. And that's the one that I am waiting on as well for the proof copy. If you like vampire romance. I do have one that I am planning to get some more copies of because it's been a little while since I've ordered them. I can't find it at the minute. I have the banner. That'll do. Vampire Master, which I am going to be replenishing as well. But I am doing the sequel for that as well, so it's going to be a little while before that one comes out again. But for the minute, those are the ones that I'm going to be getting back in stock. And Sinful Nights, the one that I am currently outlining, is going to look like that. That's the psychological thriller one that I am working on. I'm hoping that will be out before, like done and edited by end of April, beginning of April. So I've quite a few coming. I have 40 books at the minute. So with the next 10, I'm going to be, well, 10, 15, I'm going to be writing. Next 10 I'm going to be writing, I'll get up to 50 books. But on the ambitious side, I'm hoping to get 15 books done. Assuming it all goes well. I said, Classified did take me 9 months to write. So I'm being rather ambitious. But I like the insanity, so whether or not I get 10 books done or 15, it'll be good. Anyways, it sounds like my children are stirring, so I am going to leave you all here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next live. Bye everyone, thank you for watching.